Guys, I'm Rick Dancer. There's Leona Houston.
Hi.
It is Friday before the eclipse on Monday, and everybody's talking about it because the world is going to end. No.
Right. I know. I keep hearing things about that, and I don't know.
Don't believe it.
I was there during the '79 eclipse.
So was I. How old were you?
9.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to tell you.
Yeah. You just outed yourself. I was in college, so I'm still way older than you.
I was
You're
in
fine.
Elgin.
You were in Elgin?
I was in Elgin.
So you guys, it'd be really fun while we're doing this, is if you write on there your plans for the, just comment in the comment section, put what you're planning to do for the eclipse, okay? So we're at the Science Factory. If you haven't been in here recently, we have a new director, we have some new people working in here, new exhibits, and today, I don't know if you can see that behind me, but you guys, this place is packed with kids and parents and people doing things. And
Lots of kids, it's great.
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. So it is, this is the place to be to find out all kinds of stuff. We're going to find out about the eclipse, what you can expect, what it's going to look like, what you need to protect yourselves, the best looking and viewing places, some stuff like that.
Get your science hat on.
So when I put out my announcement for the month and said, okay everybody, who wants to do this show, when I put Science Factory up, man, Leona was like, boom!
Let me do that one!
I want to go here, so she was in there fast. Tim, come over here, man. You guys, this is Tim. And Tim's the new director here. You've been here you've been here a while. You're kind of old and new.
Just over a year.
So what are you guys doing different here at the Science Factory?
Well, we're opening up the space. We're creating new exhibit experiences with a only hands-on science center in Lane County. And we're capitalizing on that and creating new experiences that will change throughout the year.
So your whole thing for kids and families is what? To make science what?
To make science fun, to make science accessible, and to empower everyone to use science in their lives.
Because it is important.
It's very important.
And the thing that you see here, I mean, look at this. These kids love it. Oh, yeah. So if you give them something fun and a cool way to do it, they will enjoy science.
And they will learn without even knowing it.
That's kind of how we're all a little bit, we're kind of best at that, aren't we, Leona?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to show, you guys, let's walk back here. We're going to talk to find the eclipse expert, but let's kind of peruse through here. Show me how this looks.
The Bernoulli blower.
That is so cool. So hold on, I'll take it. What are you doing?
I'm doing that.
You're doing what?
Making. How did I do it? How did I do it?
That is so cool.
Having the top block over the line.
Oh, to see how far you can get it over before it falls?
Yeah.
But you don't want it to fall, right? No. You're a cute kid, we gotta show you. Mom looks like she's fine with that. So there's all, you guys have, how often do your exhibits change in here?
As regularly as we can. We try to mix it up throughout the year. So we're constantly building and developing new exhibits back in the shop, and we'll just rotate them in and off the floor, so that way every time you come back, there's a new experience.
All right, let's go back this way. Come here, Leona. And here she is. You guys, I am not kidding. When we look for an expert to talk about the eclipse, we go to the expert. This is Haley.
Hello.
No, she's not the comet.
Close though.
You hear that all the time, don't you?
I do, but I don't mind the comparison.
No, and she's a little spacey.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So tell me some things we need to know about the eclipse.
Definitely. So you need to know that on Monday morning, no matter where you are in Oregon or actually in the entire country, you'll get a chance to see the moon block at least a part of the sun. So
show me what that, you have a little exhibit here.
I do,
Okay,
yeah.
so watch this, you guys.
Quick demo, basically.
Okay, hold on, let me turn the camera on.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, so hopefully we can see this okay. So during an eclipse, the sunlight that normally falls on the Earth is actually blocked by the moon. The moon moves right in front, or right in between the Earth and the sun, and that little shadow will actually move across our planet. It takes a couple of hours for the moon shadow to move across the Earth.
Again, that's really cool.
Yeah,
okay, so
no
that's really what we're seeing.
Yeah, so that's all it is. It's a rock shining, casting a shadow on another rock. But if you're standing in that shadow, you'll get to see the moon block some or even all of the sun if you're right of the shadow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what can we? Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can we expect here? Like in Eugene, if Eugene
Right.
Springfield, what will you expect?
So in Eugene, we are so close to what's called the path of totality, where you need to be to see the sun get totally blocked by the moon. Here in Eugene, the sun will get at least 99% blocked by the moon, which is a lot. I mean, that's certainly enough that it will get noticeably darker if you stay here. And if you have safe viewing methods like eclipse glasses or pinhole projection or another way to safely view the sun will be transformed into a little crescent in the sky.
And you guys are right now out of the glasses.
We are, yes. We had a huge rush on them. It's really cool to see the community actually so excited about this eclipse. It's a big deal for Oregon that this is coming our way. The last time a total solar eclipse was visible in Oregon was in 1979. The next one visible in our state will be in 2108, so it's about 90 years from now.
I don't think I'm going to be here for that.
I don't think I'm going to be here either, so I would not recommend missing this one. No matter where you are in Oregon, go outside on that morning and see it for yourself. It's going to
So
be
you were
pretty
asking
cool.
her about shadows.
I was. Well, the wavy shadows.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so there are so many cool phenomena to look for during totality, and this will only be, unfortunately, not in Eugene, only if you're in the path of totality. So that's north of here, places like Corvallis or Salem. But right before totality starts, there's this effect called shadow bands, where these ripply shadows will move across maybe like white pavement or a blank wall or something. It'll look like rippling shadows moving across, and that's caused by the fact that the sun is a very thin crescent, so the turbulence in our atmosphere is actually distorting that thin crescent of sunlight.
And that was kind of like the heat waves
Exactly.
on a pavement.
Just like heat waves on the pavement. It only lasts for a few seconds, so you have to be looking for it at the right time in order to see it.
So pay attention.
Pay attention, yeah. The thing about a total solar eclipse, if you can make your way into the path of totality, is that there are so many things to notice in a span of about 5 minutes of
So
time.
what else? What else should we look for? Because I'm super close. I'm going to be like, I can't tell people though. 'Cause
Okay,
it's a big
don't give away
secret.
your
No.
location, yeah. So other things to look for, if you look towards the west, right before totality, you'll see what looks like a huge thundercloud approaching you, but that is actually the moon's shadow. You can see it coming towards you in the sky. It looks like a dark thundercloud, but that is the moon's shadow. It'll be approaching you, and once you're enveloped in that shadow, it will be as dark as late twilight above you, and then around the horizon you'll actually see a 360-degree sunset, and that's because places in the distance are not in the shadow. You are, but far away people aren't in the shadow, so you'll see sunset colors all around the horizon.
So yeah, so I was going to ask, because of all the smoke that we have right
Right.
now, it's going to be actually really spectacular.
It could be, yeah. So if you have hazy conditions, if there's partial clouds or smoke, it can impact, the overall clarity of how it will look, but it could also make it look cooler in a way too. You just don't want to be anywhere that's either socked in with clouds or socked in with smoke. If it's very, very covered, then you're not going to be able to see it at all.
So if somebody doesn't have the glasses,
Yeah.
show us what they can do. But do you guys, do you remember this?
Yes.
Like in school, we had these, you guys. So some of you, because we're in a high-tech world now, people don't do this, but
Yeah.
this is what she
So
does.
I made a projection tube that's really similar to a box that you could have used a long time ago. These are easy to make. So it's basically just a poster tube. On one end, I just taped some aluminum foil, and there's a little tiny hole. I used a thumbtack and poked a hole in the tinfoil there. And then on the other side of the tube, I cut a little viewing window. And then if you look inside, there's like some white, it's just the white end of the tube there. But if you take this outside, and we can test this if you want, if you align it just right, you'll see a little image of the sun through your little window.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, and they're easy to make. It took me like 10 minutes, not that hard. And,
So the other thing you have is
yes.
these,
Eclipse viewing
very,
glasses.
very fashionable.
Yes, they definitely are.
People,
I mean,
it's
just
the
look,
rage.
don't I look fabulous? I
Oh my
can't
God.
see myself.
You were
but-
like 1960s go-go.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, definitely. So eclipse glasses, a lot of places in town have these right now. So try to find some if you don't have some already. Make sure they are certified. Check. They will say who they are made by on the inside of the glasses. So read that fine print. Make sure they are made by a certified source. Also double check to make sure your glasses aren't scratched. If the lenses themselves are scratched or torn in any way, they're not safe to use.
So is there any like folklore that like
Oh.
creepy things happen, or
Oh.
like I start growing hair out of my forehead or
Definitely,
something?
and it's a lot of people still have these impressions that terrible things happen during eclipses. I mean, you can imagine hundreds of years ago how terrifying it must have been before people knew much about science and what was actually causing the eclipse, to see the sun disappear from the sky, get eaten by some unseen thing. I mean, that must have been absolutely terrifying. There was a war maybe around the 10th century or so. There was a battle going on the day of a total solar eclipse, and the opposing sides saw the total solar eclipse. They put down their weapons and stopped fighting because they thought it was a sign from the gods that they shouldn't be battling.
Oh
and
gosh!
yeah.
Oh gosh! Maybe the Democrat and Republican Party can really get along if this happens. Could you imagine?
I hope so.
Maybe they could get something done in this country,
Yeah,
and all of a sudden
seriously.
everybody.
Not hitting DC.
That's right. It's not hitting DC, but
It's pretty incredible. The path of totality will stretch from the Oregon coast to the South Carolina coast, and within that strip, there's about 12 million people who just live in the path of totality. That means millions of Americans are either going to be able to wake up that day and see it from their own yards, or travel not too far and also see it as well. So I think this is going to be a good experience for everyone. I think eclipses are one of the best ways to be reminded of the fact that we live on a planet that's orbiting around a sun. We have a moon that goes around us. I mean, you can see that motion in front of your eyes over the course of a few hours.
You guys, this is Haley, in case you just turned in, and she is with the Science Factory here in Eugene, and they're going to have a big party. I mean, you guys will have people outside helping people understand what's going on.
Yeah, so we're starting at 9 a.m. this Monday, the 21st. That's when the eclipse begins. We'll be out on our front lawn. We'll have a few telescopes set up, so you can get magnified views of the eclipse as well. We'll have a lot of people. It's fun just to be in a crowd, to hear others reacting to the eclipse as well. Make sure you bring your eclipse glasses. We'll also have some tools to build your own pinhole projector as well, if you want to do that.
Katie, to answer your question, Haley was talking about that just a few minutes ago. In Eugene, it will get not dark, but it's gonna you'll definitely notice it, and it's like 97% or something.
It's like 99.
99%. So you're gonna see stuff, but it's just not the same as being in the like Salem, or someplace like that where I'm not gonna be. Where you guys should all go is to Salem.
Yeah. Hey, that's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, there you go. Follow her to Salem.
No,
but you'll notice it, and you will be able to see stuff, and they'll have people here at the Science Factory that can help you and kind of look through. So where are you gonna be?
I'm going to Christmas Valley.
Are you seriously?
Uh-huh.
Because it's going to be dark out there.
It is, Christmas Valley is going to be about 97%.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little brighter there than it is going to be here. But the view is going to be awesome because we're going to go up to the top of, well, I'm not going to say where we're going to go, but we're going to go to the top of something really tall and watch
mountain.
it. Yeah, and there's a couple of them over there. So.
Yeah, there's a few. So somebody says, do they still have glasses? They're out of glasses right now. They will have more in by Monday. But they're, you won't?
We will
they
not.
won't. You guys are out.
Our distributor is sold out of glasses. Millions of these have been distributed all over.
What about welding glasses?
That's a great question. So if you are a welder or know a welder, you do need a number 14 filter, and that's a dark filter. That's for arc welding. So just like these glasses, when you put them on, I can't see you right now. They block out so much light. You want to make sure your welder's glass is the same. So a number 14 is safe to use. So that's a good alternative.
What would happen, and I'm not suggesting anybody do this, but if you look at it, what can happen to you?
Yeah, so basically the damage that you can do to your eyes is related to the ultraviolet light that the sun emits. It emits a lot of light that our eyes aren't sensitive to, ultraviolet light, and that can actually burn your retina. So it burns the back of your eye, and that can actually cause visual difficulties. It's mostly in the center of your eye. You would basically have if you have floaters, it'd be like that, but like a lot worse, and it can ruin your eyesight. And unfortunately, there isn't a way to repair that. So it's not worth hurting your eyes. Don't we
Tim,
want people to see it.
Where did you get her? I love this woman. I mean, it's like I said I wanted an expert about the eclipse. I didn't know I was getting the master. I should have known when her name was Haley.
Yes.
That we were, this woman has a connection.
It was my destiny,
to the comet or something like that.
That's right.
So real quick, I want Leona to talk. Leona's one of our sponsors of the show, and she's with Country Financial. And what did you want to talk with folks about, just real quick here?
Control. I want to talk about control. People want to have control of their financial security, and one of the ways that you can do that, and I would love to share this with you, is how to do it through life insurance. Life insurance can provide phenomenal control, liquidity, equity. There's many things.
Because you can use that for a lot of different things.
You
There's
sure
so many
can, yeah.
different
You don't have
programs.
to die in order to use the benefits
That's
of your
the
life
way you
insurance.
don't wanna have
You
to use
they
it.
call it life insurance for a reason. They don't call it death insurance. It's called life insurance.
So, and people don't think about that. They just buy it and don't, or don't buy it.
They think that they have to die in order to benefit from it, and you don't.
So if people are in situations that they can't control right now, there's a way, if they have a life insurance policy with you, there's a way they can use that.
Yes, absolutely.
So you want to sit
Absolutely.
down with folks and just kind of explain that to them.
I do, yeah. I just want to have a conversation. Talk to them, find out what their thoughts are, what their needs are, and see if there's something that I could do to help with that. And it doesn't cost anything to sit down and have a conversation.
All right, Leona
That's it.
Houston, Country Financial. Somebody will throw her information up there, or we will. And actually, there's a link at the top of that too.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking a question, Haley. What about camera damage?
That's a fantastic question. So you actually should never point your camera at the sun. It can, especially if you have a nice camera, it can damage the CCD chips. What's actually creating the image inside your camera, it can burn those and damage them. So we do recommend getting filters for your cameras at any time that the sun is visible. So during all what are called the partial phases, as the moon is just blocking a part of the sun, you do want filters for your cameras. Now, one cool thing you could do if you have a cell phone camera, something that has a small enough lens, is you can put your camera right behind the lens of your Eclipse glasses, and you can take a picture of that. Yeah.
Oh, we should go outside and
Yeah,
do that.
we can.
There's an alarm on that door.
We
isn't
can
there?
go out a different way.
Okay, come here. You guys want to see how that works? Let's go see how that works.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
come
it.
here. Oh, and this is you guys, when we go through here, this is the new exhibits that are coming up. So keep it, don't go telling people. We'll be back, Jeff. That's the new exhibit, dude. That's Jeff. He knows everything. All right, here we go. Out the door. We're going to try this.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
If we're at the science factory, we should be doing experiments, don't
that's
you think?
right.
Okay, guys, so the sun's up there.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this filter right in front of your camera. Your camera's right over here.
Right there.
So,
Okay.
cover it up. If you get it right. Oh, I can't really see anything.
I can't
The
do that.
camera is down on this side.
Oh. Here, let's go ahead and place it
Yeah.
first. And
Yeah,
you
there
can
we
kind
go.
of hold that there. We'll point it up at the sun. Oh, why isn't it
have it?
covering it?
Hold on, guys. You have to be smarter than the camera.
Yeah.
Do it.
So now kind of. Yeah. Oops.
Whoop, now I went back to that.
Here, maybe
There you go, like this.
I'll hold it. Are we still?
I gotta go back, 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 back. Oh, where are we? No.
Darn.
Ah,
Maybe if you-
there we
Oh,
go. There we are. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Just had a little malfunction here.
Okay, let me
We're
try
trying to do
hold
this,
it.
but not ruin my camera at the same time. That would be a
Okay.
really bummer.
Yeah, so can you flip the...
Okay, so I'll flip that around.
You can position it just right.
Is that it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Hold that up to the sun. There it is.
Oh, wow.
So you can safely take pictures that way. Now most nice cameras, DSLR cameras, their lenses are going to be bigger than the Eclipse glasses, so it won't work as well. But you can get special lenses for your cameras.
Okay, guys. So hold
Yeah.
on. I've got my there.
Awesome. And I will mention too. Get it back towards us.
There you go.
It's bright out here. I will mention too that if you are in the path of totality, it's perfectly safe to take a picture during totality without a filter. So if you have one for your camera, you would remove it just before totality and you can safely take pictures. It's going to be short. It will only last for about 1 or 2 minutes depending on where you are. So
And what time is it
yeah.
supposed to hit around here?
So in the Willamette Valley, it'll be right after 10:17. That's when totality will begin. And then the closer you are to the center line of the path, the longer totality will last. So in Salem, it'll be about 2 minutes. But if you're in Corvallis, I think it's about 1 minute and 40 seconds. If you were in Brownsville, which is actually one of the closest places to us that will be in the path, only about 25 miles away, they only get about 30 seconds of totality.
Wow. So
Yeah.
all those country music fans are going to be getting
Yes.
up to leave and
Yes.
go home.
Well, they're having a festival there.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, we're going to show you what's new, what's coming up, okay? Here at the Science Factory. So, Jeff, come here, buddy. You guys, this is Jeff.
How's
That's
it
the
going?
mastermind behind all this. So tell me what we're doing here.
Well, right now we are redesigning and repurposing this turbine engine display. It's basically designed to show wind energy, what kind of power you can expect from it, how much force it takes, what kind of blade really works. The way it was built before, it was very limited, so you could only have one kind of blade. It was a fixed setting. It was made so that people could play with it, get an idea for it, but we wanted to make it a little bit more open-ended. So we have a bunch of different blades. Some of this
What you really want people, kids, patrons to do is figure this stuff out for themselves and see how it works instead of just going, this isn't just a place you come up and wind the thing up and make the fan work. This is to figure out how it really works best and how you can make it work best.
I want you to learn by playing. I want you to play, I want you to have fun, and I want you to learn something at the end of the day.
I like you, Jeff. If we had more of that in life, wouldn't that be fun? So watch this, you guys. So here's a little handle.
You can see the fan turning
And then there's a
underneath.
fan under there. And then watch. When I get this thing going, then they go. And now watch, it's even better. This is just like my watch on my bike. So it'll tell you what you're doing. So you are actually participating in science. And your kids, more importantly, I think, is your kids are participating in science and understanding how things work, rather than just us telling them how they work.
This is really important because this is showing us the wind speed, and then you can test different blades, different positions of blades. You can even rotate the blades back and forth so you can get different angles of attack against the wind and get a clear idea of what works, what doesn't work, and how much power you can get out of it.
Hey, Haley, we've got another question for you.
All right.
Will the animal out during the eclipse?
Yes, so that is definitely a real phenomena. The natural world certainly responds. For example, birds will think it's nighttime, so they will actually return to their nests. They will roost. They think it's nighttime again, and they'll try to go to bed for a few minutes. And then evening insects, bats maybe, frogs might also come out.
And then there's
yeah.
all those natural phenomena that goes on with people.
Exactly. People
They're
certainly
gonna freak
freak out
out.
too. Yes.
They're already freaking out,
yeah,
but we haven't even had an eclipse yet.
Yeah. Oh, seriously. It's pretty amazing to see how excited everyone is. I mean, I've been excited about this for a while, and it's fun to see it pick up. And you turn on the radio, they're talking about the eclipse. You open a newspaper, they're talking about the
Okay, so
eclipse.
why, as a science
Yeah.
person,
Yes.
why is that important for us, do you think?
I think any event that gets people outside looking up at the sky, and I'm speaking as an astronomer, so I'm biased towards space, obviously, but any event that gets people outside and enjoying what's visible up in the sky is a nice reminder for ourselves. I mean, we have all these daily problems that we have to deal with, but I think looking up at the night sky or the daytime sky during an eclipse really gives you that perspective. I think it can treat us to realizing, exactly where we are, appreciating our place in space.
So are you giving us permission to get spaced out?
Yes, I am. Please do enjoy this. I mean, if you hang out in Oregon, the next one won't be until 2108.
So you're going to be like really, really old by that
Yes,
time. Some
yeah,
of you youngsters might see it, but the rest of us are going to be
seriously,
gone.
why would you want to wait that long? There's one on Monday. Come on.
Right. So last thing is tell
Yeah.
people about your show over here,
Yes.
so people can kind of get a really good idea of what's happening.
Certainly, yeah. So we are offering a live planetarium show. I actually present that show. It is playing today at 1 p.m., so Friday at 1 p.m. Also tomorrow, Saturday at 1 p.m. And then we'll actually play it next week too. We'll play it Tuesday through Saturday of next week, just in case people want to hear more about it after they see the eclipse, if they think, what did I just see? And they want to learn more about it. And this show will talk about why eclipses happen, where to go on Monday to see the best view of the show, and some cool phenomena to look for.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Haley, gosh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Leona, come here. So did you know that we would learn that much about? I had no clue.
Well, I kind of had a little bit of an idea.
'Cause you're a
this is
researcher,
the
huh?
science factory.
Well, see, you knew there was an expert. Well, when I
There
asked
had to
him
be.
for an expert, but I wasn't
had to
expecting
be.
Haley. I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
So now we know everything you need to do. So get your glasses. Are there places still around that they can get them from? Do you know?
I have heard, but I know a lot of places places are selling out, so I would recommend calling ahead of time. I know.
So call ahead
Yeah.
and check it out. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to the totality area. And Peggy
Or
and
find a welding
Peggy and
supply
Haley
store.
are taking a whole crew with them. So just call and you can get a seat with them. There, Peggy's going to get me after that one. So yeah, she'll find a way to get me back. So Tim, thank you. Is there anything else you need to tell us about the Science Factory that people need to know?
Just stay tuned. We have a lot of things on the horizon, new experiences, and it's an exciting time to be
Yeah.
part of the Science Factory.
I think it's really cool. Isn't this neat out there?
It is awesome.
This is what we want. So again, if you guys are looking and you need life insurance. I mean,
Yeah.
So talk to Leona, Country Financial.
Yep.
She's our woman. She helps sponsor the show. If you're looking for some place to take your kids and have them really learn an interactive learning, go to the Science Factory. It's the really funky colored painted building over by Autzen Stadium.
Yeah.
So there's football and there's a lot more fun over here for kids.
Fun place, and the energy is just fantastic.
And again, on Monday, if you have nowhere to go, or if you do, this is a great place to come. There'll be people out here. You can come out in the lawn out in front, and they'll be showing people what to do and telling you about it. Have some experts here to talk with you about what's going on so you really know. Otherwise, have fun, be careful, be patient. Remember, there's a lot of foreigners here, and I don't mean people from other countries. I'm talking about foreign Oregonians.
Outside of
So
Oregon.
they don't understand us. You know, we are Oregonians. We're a little different.
We are.
Yeah, so they may not understand our ways, and they probably don't drive right.
Yeah, if you're not from Oregon, you don't know how
You
to
don't know
drive.
how to drive. So be patient with them. Remember, they may come back, and this is a good for our economy. So there's a lot of people benefiting from this, so be really good about it.
Yep.
And as Haley said, I think we should leave him with a little bit of Haley knowledge.
Sure.
Go get spaced out.
Yeah,
It's good for you.
I'm gonna.
All right, yeah, me too. All right, you guys, we will see you. And what I will be trying to do a live remote on Sunday night from an undisclosed location, because I've already warned you guys. If I told you, I would have to kill you. And but we have gotten special permission from the Forest Service, and we're spending the night up on a mountain somewhere. And we're going to get up. We're talking to an expert. We're taking people with us. We're taking pizza and beer. And then we're going to get up the next morning, and I don't know if we're going to get a remote on Monday, because they're talking about the internet could be down just because so many people will be trying to do that. But we will try to get something out of there Sunday night, and we will be bringing back a video story that nobody else is going to have, because while you guys are looking up, the photographer I'm going with is going to be looking at how that affects the Earth. So we're going to take a different view. You know how we are. We never like to do things the way everybody else does. That's why you're here. So I will see you probably Sunday night. And next week, we got a whole bunch of stuff planned. We're going to Buck Buck. Buck Buck is one of the greatest food carts here over in Oakshire. We're going to go have lunch at Buck Buck with some of our clients and a bunch of other things. So we're also going to look at the new whiskey bar at the 6th Street Bar and Grill. Ty's going to introduce us. It's almost ready. They're going to have a soft opening this week. Oh, well, it was going to be soft. I think I just ruined that for him. Oh, well, now you got an audience, Ty. That's what you pay me for. So you guys pass this around. Share it on your page if you would. It's not hard. Just take it, share it. So that, because everybody's interested in this, this could be something that that could be really interesting for them. And bring it when you have a Sunday or a day, just a day time when you're looking around for something to do. Don't forget the Science Factory. This is a great place on a Saturday to spend some time with your family and have some real good family time. All right. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. Yeah, no, for the information, you're welcome. Yes, and I'll thank Haley for you as well. All right, see you later. We'll see you next week, or we'll see you Sunday night if we're lucky, okay? Goodbye.